Greetings, ninth graders. Nefertari and Kinjay here with your distance learning instruction for the day. It is week 3, lesson 12. What can you expect from the videos? A list of the resources and materials you need for the day, an overview of the learning for the day, some of the reading, writing, thinking, and speaking will be modeled today, and then I'll preview the learning for upcoming lessons. Let's start with an overview of the reading, thinking, talking, and writing points for today. With a family member, caregiver, or friend, please reread Musical Genius, Is It Talent or Practice? To pay attention to the teacher's annotations and be able to answer analysis questions about the text. Then think about how you can prepare to take notes as you write down the claims of the nature versus nurture argument. Talk with a family member, caregiver, or friend about whether you feel that talent exists because we're born that way, or do you think it's as a result of environment and our upbringing? Did that make us this way? Lastly, we'll get into a jumpstart activity and comprehension and analyze the text question. Well, our resources and materials are unique today because we always tell you that electronic devices are optional, but because we see this graphic here, we know that today is a day that there will actually be a link included in our learning packet. For those of you who have the access, you can click that link and watch a short YouTube video, and it helps explain nature versus nurture so that we can understand it a bit deeply. Now, for those who don't have that link or don't want to go to watch a video, Teacher Nefertari got you. I will provide an explanation that gives you clarity on this debate between nature versus nurture, and you won't even feel like you have to watch anything extra in order to answer the questions that come along with our work today. Now, we are in day 3, as I stated earlier. Today's activities is that we're going to engage in a close read, as well as a comprehension question and an analysis question. Those questions differ just a bit. We'll get into just how they differ in a moment. Now, in terms of an overview, I told you that we'd be focused on nature versus nurture. Well, we will. We'll look deeply at this debate, and your jumpstart question asks for you all to watch this YouTube video so that you can describe the difference between nature versus nurture on your own. Well, as I promised, you don't have to watch the video. The next slide or two helps me to give you details so that you can answer that jumpstart question wonderfully. Today's activity has us engaged in the close reading steps. When we close read, this is the procedure that we use. Annotate, question, and conclude. So we're going to annotate, question, and conclude so that we can answer the comprehension question and the analysis question. Well, how can we make the distinction or learn the difference between nature versus nurture? Well, I think these two graphics help us to do that today, scholars. Let's look at this picture first. Nature. Our genetics determine our behavior. Our personality traits and abilities are in our nature. You see a picture of a DNA strand or thread here. It just means that however we are as a person, whatever gifts and abilities we have, they're natural. Nature is the base word of the word natural, which means that we don't have to work for it. It comes naturally for us. Nurture, on the other hand, it speaks to our environment, upbringing, and our life experiences. The people on this side of the debate believe that these are the things that determine our behavior, not how we were born But what happened after we got here? How we were nurtured. So we are nurtured to behave in certain ways. And this debate only exists because people are on either side of the argument, so to speak. And it's not really an argument, it's a difference of opinion. This graphic helps us as well. Nature, you see the scientific icons and graphics here. Genetics, physical appearance, biological influence, all of these things go into our very nature. Those of you who are more scientific minded will fall on the nature side of the spectrum or the debate. Nurturing, on the other hand, shows us this graphic of a family because nurturing refers to the things that we can form once we're born. You can be nurtured or loved by a parent, as we see here, a parent and a child, through your environment, your upbringing, and or social influences. All right. So when you get to this part of your note catcher for day 3, you describe the difference between nature versus nurture based on what you think. And you don't need to watch a video to do so, but the video is there for those of you who would like a deeper explanation. In addition to the day 3 jumpstart activity, we have a comprehension question and an analysis question. The comprehension question should be easy. Why? Because the answers are always clearly stated in the text. The comprehension questions always cover the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, why, and sometimes how. Those answers are clearly noted in the text, or they're based upon your opinion. This question today: would it have made a difference if the children had chosen to take piano on their own instead of their mom making them do so? We asked that question yesterday as we engaged in our first read. Here again, we revisit that question, and please record your own individual answer to the comprehension question. Now, when we get to the text analysis question, analyzing the text is a bit deeper. That's about the close reading, the annotation, questioning, and concluding. And those answers are not easily derived. You can't just get it from the 5 W's. You have to go back into the text to back up your answers. So, according to the article, how are expert performers made? Let's get to the modeling. If you see, pay attention to the teacher's annotations and look for any details on the claims of the nature versus nurture argument. If you see paragraph 4, this is where I'd like for you to draw your attention today, scholars. In this paragraph, I've underlined these sentences because they speak to how expert performers are made. The Cambridge Handbook of Expertise and Expert Performance. In the book, they say that talent is overrated, meaning people give it too much credit. They write that expert performers are made through practice and hard work. So how are expert performers made? There it is. You cite your text evidence when you get to this analysis question, and you say, according to paragraph 4, expert performers are made through, and then you answer it the best of your ability, scholars. As a preview of our learning for tomorrow, we've done the launch, the first read, the close read. So you guessed it, we are engaging in an analysis of the text. Day 4 has us analyzing media and analyzing the text with a think about it activity. When we analyze the media, we get to kind of explore identical twins like these beautiful girls here. And we will explore the target of analyzing media and the text to draw conclusions about the main idea. Can't wait for tomorrow. As a reminder, share today's lesson by interacting with someone in your family. Complete 20 minutes of reading and complete your reading log after you finish the lesson, and engage in your daily fluency exercise. As always, if you have questions, email your teacher for support. Thank you. Bye.